Hi, this is Andrew Moore-Crispin for Gadget TV on Butterscotch.com, taking a look at the Palm Pre smartphone from Palm. Now you can get this phone for between $550 and $650. That's a US and Canadian price. We'll put the full prices in the show notes. You can also get it for between $200 and $300 if you're willing to sign a contract. We'll take a quick look here. Obviously it's a phone first, so we'll take a look at the phone application. You can see there's a dock of applications that you can launch along the bottom here. So we'll launch the phone application. Pretty standard stuff. You can see a button here for voicemail. You can get some more detailed settings here, find your contacts and so on. You can also just dial a number, hit the send button to be connected. Now if we hit the home button, you'll see that slides back into a card. We'll talk about that in a little while. One of the key differentiators on this phone is the fact that it has a full QWERTY keyboard. Have a quick look at that. Pull it back down into the shot here. So you can see it's a full hardware QWERTY keyboard. Now I found this keyboard actually quite comfortable to type on. One problem I have had though is I've noticed that when I'm trying to hit the top row of keys, my thumbs actually get hung up on the bottom of the screen here. I've also noticed that when the keyboard is full open like this and you're holding it in one hand, it gets quite difficult to reach up and touch something near the top of the screen. So we'll take a look at the email application, which is probably the best place to be using the keyboard. We can launch our inbox here. You can see it's just a pretty standard email interface. You can create a new email here. You can also refresh your email and see if you've gotten any new emails. You can also tap on the email button at the top here for some more detailed settings. We'll send that one back as a card. Now if we take a quick look at this button here, this allows us to open up some more applications. You'll see there's a couple of screens of apps in here. So what we're going to launch right now is the pictures. So you see here, well, as soon as it loads up, you can see photos that we've taken. All images would include, obviously, wallpapers and photo roll. Now let's click on wallpapers, because the included pictures are much better than the ones I've been able to take. Let's take a look at, let's say, this one here. So you can see it's a nice bright screen. It produces the colors very well. You can do zoom in like this, or zoom out like that, and zoom in like this. One thing I think is really neat, though, is some gesture technology. So below the screen here, you'll see there's a black bar just above the home screen. Now, it doesn't actually look like much, but if you slide your finger, you can actually do gestures. So if I slide my finger backwards, we'll be taken back to the page we were just on. You see those two LEDs flash. We can also slide our finger up to send it to the background as a card. Now, I mentioned the card interface a couple of times. Oh, hold on. So we can see here, we have a few cards running in the background. We have the phone, we have our email, and we have photos. Now, as you start getting more and more cards running, these are actually applications that are running in the background. So you'll want to make sure you close out a few of them. So we'll close off one there. All you have to do is grab it and slide up, and it's closed down. Now, we also mentioned some of the apps that are available here. So you can see this is one page. We have messaging, web, camera, photos, music, videos. Music will sync up with your iTunes. We have heard some complaints of people not being able to sync with their iTunes. In my experience, I just plugged it in and it actually just pretty much worked right away. So we can see here is a few applications that we downloaded. We downloaded a Speed Brain game, AccuWeather, Pandora, Connect 4. We'll get into the app catalog in a moment. You see there's a Maps application here too. And there's an onboard GPS, which will allow you to pinpoint yourself on a Google map. We'll slide across. You can see app catalog. YouTube player for watching YouTube videos, calculator, doc viewer, PDF viewer. And you can see here, this is where you'll modify some settings. You can choose your sounds and ringtones. You can add new Wi-Fi networks, connect to a Bluetooth, PAN, activate locational services, get updates, and all that kind of stuff. Let's have a quick slide back here. One thing I did actually want to mention was the web browsing application. I want to show you how quickly it's able to render a page. So you see here, it's loading up now. Now, rendering on a smartphone is typically quite slow. Now, I should point out that we're actually on the Wi-Fi network here, not over the Bell 3G network, so it will be a little bit faster, but the rendering time is what I wanted to show you. So that's a full page load in just a couple seconds. So we'll slide that to the background as a card, slide it off, and I will show you the App Store. Well, I called it the App Store. It's actually called the App Catalog. My apologies. So you can see here, now Palm's been creating applications for its line of Palm devices for years. Now this store is actually in beta. So you see here, there's several featured applications across the top here, several of which we've already downloaded. You can see here some more popular applications. You can also go into some tags down here: top-rated, lifestyle, entertainment, productivity, utilities, social networking. Now, I was looking for the Facebook app, but I wasn't able to find one. I'm not sure if one's been created yet. Let's go and grab a game. Let's get spades. That sounds interesting. So you see here, you see some pictures that you can click on and slide through to see what the game's all about. Looks a little cheesy, but that's okay. Apparently it's rated 3.5 stars, so that bodes well. You get a bit of a description here. You can also see some reviews or add your own review if you've already downloaded it. Now you see here on the bottom a button that we can click to download, so we'll hit that. It won't take too long. And then as soon as it's downloaded, this will turn into an option to actually launch the game. You can see the App Store got sent to the back as a card, and the game, as soon as it's able to load up, there you go, that's the game. So we can slide these off, slide these cards off. There's also, I mentioned pictures, but there's also a camera application. No video, unfortunately. You can watch videos. I've downloaded this weather application because there isn't one present. This is one of the better weather applications that I've been able to find. And one final thing I wanted to show you is that the phone actually comes with this case. It's nothing too special, but it's really nice to receive a case. And it is microfiber inside, so it actually cleans the screen. The screen does tend to pick up fingerprints quite quickly. And also, an optional accessory that we have in the studio here is the touchstone charger. Now, what you do is you plug in a USB port on the back here, plug it into the power, and then you line up this Palm logo with this Palm logo. They stick together with magnets inside, and then you're able to charge the device just by setting it on the touchstone here. You can see that it actually holds it with the magnet. You can do it this way, or you can do it this way. So that's a quick look at the Palm Pre and the touchstone charger. For Gadget TV, I'm Andrew Moore-Crispin. For more sweet stuff, visit butterscotch.com.